Good, I'm out.
What?
And a pair of key, like a ring of keys.
Clef key, yeah.
Yep.
That's what they introduced fairy type.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's just because it's force of habit. It's because, like, just like Magic the Gathering, the only reason why I stick with it because I've been playing with it so long.
Hey, you don't have to justify. If you love it, you love it.
You play with it, baby. You've had it for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
Okay,
What
now
a
we're live.
weird turn of phrase.
Yeah.
Cool, neat.
Cool, love it.
I'm not gonna carry on. Oh, I
All
love
right.
it.
All right, welcome
Oh,
back to Panic at the Dice Roll, Session 4. The Adventures of Bush Cassidy and the Sunless Kids.
That's really it, huh?
Yeah!
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Peaked!
We've been playing that one
You're
all week, right? It didn't just come up.
I'm sorry, Og. You're the one who made the bush important. Like,
The bush was always important. The bush made
Yeah.
you guys relevant, let's be honest.
Ooh, this is actually the Bush's quest.
I'm relevant
We're just
now?
in it.
Yeah.
Yes, the bush is the main character.
You're relevant. You got one Eldritch, or what did you do the last time?
Doesn't
Chill
matter,
touch. Chill
because
touch.
Bush was talking.
Yes. So, quick recap. Last time, you guys ventured off into the lonely woods in search of the murderous awakened moose. You found the moose hole. Og charged into the moose hole,
I
resulting
charged it.
in the yeeting of Floof. You defeated the moose. You found
Yeeted
a
and
weird
defeated.
mirror that shows you the location of other people who are on the same plane, and you figured out how that moon dial works. All of this kind of
yes.
culminated with you guys barging into a tomb, fighting a frost druid, defeating her, befriending her awakened Bush Cassidy, and then opening up a sarcophagus that was contained a recently killed somebody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, because the last one we opened, the remains were like pretty, dusty and old, but this one is kind of fresh-ish.
This one's juicy.
Ew.
Very
Cool.
bloody.
Good. Yeah.
Corpse
Yeah.
soup. Yum, yum.
Real quick, all of the sounds that you hear, sound effects, music, those things, are supplied by Syrinscape. Check them out in our about, Syrinscape.com. Really fun, great tool. Yeah, let the players introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Keely, and I play Floof. They, them. For me and for Floof. Also, quick shout out to my friend Hawthorne, who's been drawing fan art for us already.
the
pretty rad.
baby's so cute.
We'll be sure to
I love.
get those on the Twitter. The Twitcher, so everyone can see them.
Speaking of the Twitter, follow us at D20Panic on Twitter. I'm Travis Gingrich. I play Elliot Montgomery. I already did that plug. And it's Keely's birthday.
Yeah, happy
yeah.
birthday, Keely.
I knew I was forgetting something.
My name is Og, and I play a shiny, sleepy boy with early access to midlife crises.
You
Second
play
life
Bush
crisis.
Cassidy's sidekick.
Best buddy cop duo ever.
Whose name is Shaltari.
He's a Bush. He doesn't play by the rules.
Oh my god.
Please put it down. He's an Earth Genasi who's just 1 year away from retirement. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Nope. I'm done. That's me. Wait, who's
Getting
left?
too sleepy for this shit.
Curtis and Joe.
Now! I'm Curtis. I play Calder Soulblade. I don't have a Twitter. You can't follow me, but I will offer you this question. 1,000 lions versus the entirety of the Pokedex. Who would win? Debate
The
among
question was
yourselves.
a billion lions.
Yeah,
okay.
say 1,000
billion.
lions. They're
It's
gonna
a
get
billion
smoked.
lions.
Alright, still, a billion lions ain't gonna stop the entirety of the Pokemon Pokedex. Dealing with some mythic level shit. I'm just saying. Talking about yourselves.
Oh my gosh.
There's like 800
I'm
some
Joe.
Pokemon. It'd be no question.
And half of them can cause a cataclysmic, like, catastrophe in the world by themselves. Earthquake, that's
Gardevoir
all
can
I'm
cause a
saying.
black hole.
Jesus.
Okay, but
You know,
a
when you
billion.
log off, you guys stop having to hear it, okay? This is gonna be a prod on my shoulder 11:30 tonight. And another thing! Anywho, I'm Joe. I play Vaka, our resident Hammer Smash, Floof Guardian, Goliath. And thank you to Hawthorne for drawing the baby. He's super adorable, and I cried.
And I'm Tanner Sandrock. I am the DM. Follow us at D20 Panic on Twitter. We also have started uploading old episodes to YouTube. You can find that in our about as well. I'm going to try to be more on top of that. Unfortunately, there is no episode 1 because I didn't record it because I'm a dumb. So that will live forever in our memories until I kill Shaltari again.
Oh,
Continuity.
So, yeah. So let's pick up where we left off last time. You guys are in this room with the shrub. You just killed that frost druid, and then you push open the lid of the sarcophagus to reveal a dead body. A rotting corpse who looks exactly like the ice druid or the frost druid you just killed.
Oh, well, that's new info. Like same clothes and
Not the
everything?
same clothes, but they look similar.
I want to sniff it.
You do.
Make a constitution save.
Why would you? Why?
Okay, but also does smell same as last one.
It smells like a rotting corpse.
But does it smell like same person?
It
Was the last
smells
person a rotting corpse?
like a rotting corpse.
What?
Do not eat this.
Oh God.
What would you want for a roll to determine how long this corpse has been in its state?
Medicine.
You got it.
You lean over the lip of the sarcophagus looking in at the corpse, and the smell just is almost unbearable, and you're unable to examine the body well enough to determine how long it's been here.
Oh, it burns the eyes. Oh.
Oh, what about? Belongings. Are there any belongings or anything else in here with the body?
No. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, if you reach into the sarcophagus and kind of reach, like looking around the body, you find a shark skin pouch that contains 2 potions in crystal vials. You can determine what the potions are by just tasting a drop of them. And then make a intelligence arcana check.
Okay. Drop. Juicy.
Delicious.
No.
Well, I have no interest in these. The bottles are pretty.
Yeah, you're not sure what the
But if
potion
anybody-
is.
If anybody else wants them.
Oh, let me take a look at those. And I'll pop it open, give it a sniff. Can I give an Arcana check on this?
Yes. DC 10.
I'll do you one better.
Yeah, the first is a potion of radiant resistance, and the second one is a potion of vitality. Does anybody else want to make a medicine check on the corpse to try to determine how long it's been dead?
Yeah.
Do you have to be? Do I have to be
sniff over.
proficient?
No.
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 No. No thanks.
Vaca, you can tell that this body has been here probably about 3 or 4 months. The extreme cold has slowed down the decomposition, but yeah, you've seen enough frozen corpses in your time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Malcolm will step forward and kind of like beside Floof so they don't really try not to eat it. Kind of just peer in and look over at Calder. Be like, say about 3 or 4 months. The cold really slows this process down.
You can see the cause of death looks like an axe wound.
Yeah, she'll reach in and kind of like move. Are they still wearing like their fur clothes or whatnot?
Yep.
Yeah, so she'll reach in and kind of like move stuff around. She was a druid, just like this one, or was like this one. Killed with an axe.
Axe.
Possibly. Probably not our icicle murderer.
What happened to the
Not this one.
remains of
Axe.
the first one? The one that we...
After
Not into light.
After you killed her, there was that burst of energy after you heard the words of the Frostmadien, but her body lies on the floor. Bit chilled.
What in... I can't make any sense of this.
You don't want to make scent. It's very smell bad.
It's hey, Bush here, Bush Cassidy.
Yes.
Finger guns.
Yes.
It's her sister.
What is it, Smartbush?
Oh.
Oh.
It's her twin sister.
Twins.
The
Why
people of Lonelywood killed her.
is she here?
Yeah.
Why'd they go about doing that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just jerks.
Well, did
They'll
they
kinda
also
lean up against
bury
the
her
wall.
here, or did her sister bury her here?
Her sister put her here.
What was before this?
That's a good question.
Can someone
Was-
please translate for the floof?
Was this empty before?
No,
she-
it had like
sister?
a moon elf remains in it. She
Those are since
moved
been-
those.
Is it still like really cold in here, or does it have any sense of warmth, because I remember the moon dial felt really warm to the touch.
The moon dial was warm to the touch. There's not a similar magic effect on this room, but it is warmer than it is outside just because it's sheltered from the cold air or the wind and stuff.
Okay.
Bush Cassidy, you know if there's any stashed valuables around here?
There's her herbalism kit that is all over the floor now, and then those 2 potions.
Did you know what these potions did?
One's no.
Oh, all right.
I mean, didn't you figure that one out?
I did. I was just
asking
wanting to
me,
know if you
smarty.
knew.
Oh, some kind of test?
Anywho, I'm not gonna get into this right now. You know if there's anything else interesting around here, like in that gazebo or anything?
There's like some kind of fire pit, but I don't know. I didn't really leave this room much.
I'm going to step outside.
Okay.
I'm going to follow him so that he is not changing rooms on his own anymore.
Let's see. Oh my god.
As they leave, Baka is going to move down here to where Calder used to.
Okay.
What? What'd you say, Joe?
Are you staying in the room?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to try to reach up and put the lid back on the coffin.
Would you like some help, speaker?
And motion.
What's your strength score?
Yes.
Yes, my strength score is yes. Yeah, you don't need help with your Goliath stuff and your strength score.
My giant hands.
Yeah, it's like 450 pounds.
No problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he offers to help. So I'll slide the lid back on the coffin and kind of look over at Calder and look down at the corpse as I slide the slab back over. You know, if someone had killed my sister, I'd be pretty mad at the town too. A twin sister? Maybe just mad enough to join the Frostmadien. I'll kind of like pat the top of the stone.
Alright, there's a reason why I like to keep on the outskirts. Don't want to get wound up too much in town business. Plus, folk just be going stir crazy. Shame though.
Just trying.
Yeah, so, yeah. Calder and, or not Calder, Sheltari and Monty stepped out of the room, and what are you guys doing?
Just trying to get a read of what this all means. Why is this here?
Yeah, that's interesting, ain't it? Floof said there was a pond here, or something of the sorts?
Oh, whatever it was, it's not here anymore.
No.
I would like to try and reposition Calder's dagger its hunting knife to make it... Actually, I would probably test all of the positions on the dial.
While we're in
yeah, the only...
room?
So, yeah, kind of
It's fine.
adjusting that dagger. As soon as you take it off that door, or that half moon, the door slides shut with Floof, Calder,
Oh.
and Vodka inside of it.
I just jump onto all fours and look at the door like, I got spooked.
But the only three moons that do anything is the new moon, and the 2 half moons.
The moon? You mean the full moon?
Yeah, the full moon.
Okay. So the new moon does nothing.
Yep, it's just those 2 doors in the mirror.
Okay. I mean, I'll put it back so that the door can open.
Well, that's good at least.
After a couple
Scaring the
minutes
crap out of everybody.
being trapped in that tomb, the door slides back open. What do the 3 of you and the bush do?
I run outside.
Yeah, leave.
Well, you're following us there, Bush Cassidy.
Yeah. I don't really want to hang out here for like a month.
Don't blame you.
Vodka steps through the moose hole and does not look very pleased.
Oh, shit. A little word of warning next time, so we won't be caught so surprised.
I'm sorry. I was just testing. I wasn't
You're
planning.
grumble.
I wasn't planning on leaving any of you.
Figured not, but still. Surprises out here are not always a good thing.
I give you a stink eye.
Side eye.
No, stink eye.
I am sorry. I'll be more conscientious.
Well, it's not me you gotta worry about. Calder will give you a pat on the shoulder while he gets his rope and buck knife back.
Alright, so since we've officially made it a policy of cracking open sarcophagi, who wants to help me with the last one?
You crack open a guy.
Sometimes, Floof.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cracking open
I
a
will-
cold one with the boys.
Hey.
I will help. I will crack open the cold guys.
Okay,
I will
so
help.
you guys go up to that sarcophagus that was on the hill outside.
I'll let them do it.
So atop that
See if-
eastern brim, a giant sarcophagus rests in a half circle, defined by 5 crystal pillars. Clearing the snow off the lid reveals an engraving of a brazier. You also notice a carving near the top of each pillar. From north to south, these images depict a twig, a pine cone, a flame, a feather, and a humanoid hand.
Oh, I like this.
I,
Oh! I get out my stone. And I set it on top of the tomb. It's a rock with a symbol of a piece of paper and then another symbol of a piece of scissors.
Your rock, paper, scissors rock is now on top of the sarcophagus.
Yes. Okay. We can go.
What? No.
What?
I need to know what's inside.
Well, brazier on the side. Flame on one of the pillars. Like the brazier.
Is it an
Pick up
actual?
a rock.
Is it an actual brazier, or is it a carving of one?
Carving.
Carving of one.
So it goes twig, pine cone,
Flame.
flame, feather, hand.
Hand.
It is twig, pine cone, flame, feather, hand.
Hand. Cool.
And then on top of the
Rock,
sarcophagus
paper, scissors.
is a carving of a brazier.
Is there any braziers nearby?
Looking around, you notice that marble gazebo that stands about 25 feet away.
Caller will go
In the
check
middle
that out.
sits an unlit stone brazier. Its bowl its bowl is 20 inches in diameter. The brazier is full of snow and pine needles that the wind has swept away from the gazebo's polished marble floor.
What you got over there, Calder?
Well, we got a brazier.
Got anything in it?
Snow. Pine needles.
Think we should fill it with the things that are on the pillars?
Need a pine cone.
And where are you gonna get a hand there, Mr. Montgomery? 'Cause I need both mine.
I'll be right back with that.
Oh God.
I will start foraging
Oh
for
my
a pine
God.
cone.
Oh no.
You guys
Looking around.
are able to find a pine cone, a twig, and a feather pretty easily out here in the woods. And it takes you about as long as it takes Monty to return with a freshly severed hand.
Calder will light a torch.
You'd think these... that they are ingredients.
Blanca's kind of just watching off to the side. She is done with puzzles. But she
I come
looks
over
around
and I
waiting.
stand with my rock, paper, scissors, rock. I stand where the next pillar would be, as if it was part of the set.
I just love how confident Floof is that this rock is important to this.
Oh well, I found it one day, and clearly it came from here. What else would have it for?
You hear Calder kind of speak up over by the gazebo, like, "Aye, Floof, it's marked by destiny, sure is."
Yes, density.
You just hear quiet
Something's dense.
chuckles.
Something's quite dense. Alright.
Alright, so you clear that brazier out of snow, throwing in
Yep.
the pine
He's got a
needles,
torch.
the twig, the feather, the pine cone, and you light it on fire, and then Monty arrives with the hand.
Now there's a joke I can make here, but I'm not gonna. And he just tosses it into the fire.
As you toss the hand into the fire, you see that brazier that was carved onto the top of that sarcophagus illuminates.
Well then.
We did it.
Is it warm?
Does your rock glow?
I look. Does it glow?
No, I'm sorry.
And then I look up at Monty and I go, yes.
Oh shit, let me see.
No! It's very important. Secret. Rock. What?
Please,
What?
if you have the key to any of this, please. I need to know.
It does not glow.
Oh.
Show it. My ears droop a little.
Oh.
Sad.
That's alright, Floof. It just doesn't glow yet.
Is the
Oh. Okay.
is the carving warm to the touch?
No.
Flocka will reach down and pet Floof's ears. Your rock is still very important.
Yes, important.
Alright, y'all ready to crack this thing open? I am going to
Yes.
point out that that was a lock, if I ever saw one, so be ready.
Right. And Calder will get his bow and an arrow knocked and ready.
Oh, I should have
climb
healed before this.
I climbed this tree.
Actually, he'll position himself.
All right, so you climb the
Right
tree
there.
next to the sarcophagus. Calder has his
stand in
bow ready.
I stand in front of the small bush. Protectively.
Tiny shrub.
What partners do?
All right, and then Vaka, I'm guessing you push open the
Oh, yeah,
sarcophagus lid.
Yep.
All right, as you push open the lid, you see this mummified corpse kind of slowly sits up
Shit.
and kind of just like looks around at you and says, "Well, how are you now?"
Good and you?
"Oh, not so bad."
Flocka steps back and kind of looks over at Calder. Oh,
Sorry, I'm
Lord.
just being friendly.
You see, it kind of stretches. You hear like cracks and stuff. It's like, oh, well, it's been a bit.
How
Name's
long's a bit to you?
Name's Sonar.
Snar? Calder?
Oh, nice to meet you, Calder, and your friends here.
This is Vaka Wild Speaker and her charge Floof. Down there is Mr. Shaltari and his friend Bush Cassidy. And somewhere around here is Mr. Montgomery.
Standing right
Hello.
here.
He just
I
kind
am
of
Faloof.
waves at all of you and says, "Ah, how are you now?"
Player question.
Yeah.
What is the I guess cultural I don't know what a word is here. What would be the appropriate reaction to interacting with the undead? Is it pretty frowned upon, or is it unheard of, or is it
I mean,
kind of just whatever?
most undead, I guess, how would you respond to the undead? They're not common.
Well,
And when
me?
in this world, they're not.
He would
like,
scream
super
and
common,
run away.
and they're typically mindless. But I don't know. I don't know how you personally feel
This-
about the undead. Taking a mummy into town might be frowned upon. Might cause a little bit of a panic.
Might be a bit of a scene.
What did it?
Oh my god, they said the title.
Man, this is a question I'm asking. What did the mummy say his name was?
His name is Sahnar. Sahnar.
Okay.
It's a moon elf name if you ever heard one.
Sonar. You are why the circle is shining so brightly. You must be.
Well, I don't know about all that.
It
I mean, I know how it
doesn't
works. My people are the one who put it here, and then they put me here.
Speaking of Mistress Circle, I just point up at the sky.
Oh, okay.
This is very curious. How long have you been here?
Well, that's a good question. What year is it?
Caller will rattle it off.
This one.
Is...
I climbed down the tree a little awkwardly because my legs don't work quite for climbing.
It is the 6th.
Marco will reach up to grab Floof and kind of help take them back down to the ground.
So
And is having the
current-
very sinking suspicion that perhaps we did this tomb ass backwards. Pretty sure this mummy's gonna tell us how to work the dials.
The current day is the 6th of Deep Winter. It is the year 1489.
Yeah, he'll say. 6 of Deep Winter, 1489.
Oh. So I guess that would make me waking up from about a 600-year sleep. Yep. Yep. Oh, man.
You don't seem terribly surprised.
Like, it's a mixed bag. You know. I didn't expect to be brought up, early or late. I don't know what my expectations were going in there, but yeah. I figured someone would find the moon dial eventually, but 600 years, gosh, gee.
Shit.
But this not here. That's many
That's
times.
alright. You only missed like 1 or 2 generations of elves. It's fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? And you see,
This
like,
place not
stands
here
up
before.
and climbs out of the sarcophagus and stretches again. Well,
How'd you end up in there and also in your current state, if you don't mind me asking?
oh, I mean, it's the same answer for both questions, really. I died. Yeah, they put me in here. Got some of that magic stuff on me. Meant to be a guardian of your moon dial. Lots of magic's protecting this place. I'm that kind of the, I don't know, keeper, I suppose.
And what is this place?
It's a moon dial. He kind of looks over and sees the giant moose hole. It's like, see, you guys found your own way in. That's, fine, I suppose.
No.
Oh, it wasn't us.
Moose hole. He's a moose hole.
Yeah, I mean,
We
moose hole to you too, bud.
It was not our intention to find this place. We were hunting something.
Well, I mean,
And
it kind of have to be your intention. You see, there's whole kinds of magic and stuff on this to kind of gently guide people away. So, yeah. It's kind of strange how you found it, yeah.
How'd they get here?
The moon elves, we built it, some long time ago.
But this... I look at Shaltare for help. This place too new.
Oh, I guarantee you it's not new at all there, bud.
I just look at Shaltare again for help.
what he says, Floof, is that there's magic that makes it so you could only find this place if you wanted to find it.
To
But,
only find place with moose.
But the moose was here, which is
We
why we
won't
found
find
it.
moose.
Yes. But the question then is, why did the moose seek this place out?
Well, I think that moose was awakened by that rather cross druid.
No, is good question.
Why would a
Maybe
moose seek this place?
moose, like moon, Because similar name. Moon. Moose.
Will.
Moon.
Okay.
Moose. Okay. I
Put
drop
that,
it and I walk away because that is a satisfying answer.
we'll put that on the maybe list.
Oh, one detail I forgot to mention, but I feel it is very important to highlight. He smells like pumpkin spice.
What is that?
From
Of course.
The materials used to preserve him, he smells like pumpkin spice.
Aww.
What you're saying is he basic.
It's very pleasant smell. He doesn't smell like a rotten corpse.
I saw the corners of Travis's mouth just crawl up as soon as you said.
Pumpkin spice.
I knew. All right.
Oh, Mr. Santa, you know much about the Frostmadien? Found one of her followers, pissing around in there, opened up all the sarcophagi and desecrated all the corpses. It was terrible.
Deception.
Fucking liar.
I'll say it's a half truth, so like a DC 10. Huh. Huh.
Roll for initiative.
Huh. You know, since y'all you set me free and stuff, I feel somewhat obliged to and not get super offended at the fact that you just lied to my face there, but I'll let that one slide, but it's not very kind of you.
Right.
I'll give Mr. Montgomery a look like, what a dick. Like, directly at Montgomery, like, rude.
I sniff the mummy.
Apologies, I guess.
He smells like pumpkin spice.
Yes. I just am very curious, so I keep sniffing. That's all.
You're a very curious foxling there, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, real quick question. Again, apologies for lying, but you also did not answer my question.
Oh, sorry, I got so sidetracked with you lying in my face and all. Yeah, I'm aware of who the Frostmaiden is. I mean, who wouldn't be?
There any connections to this place and her?
No. No.
I'd like to roll insight.
Go ahead. Seems like he's being honest.
Moon elves. Are they still around?
Asking me, the DM?
Yes,
or asking...
yeah, asking you.
No.
Well, they extinct.
Do we know
They're not
when?
extinct, they're just not as prevalent as they used to be.
Okay.
I might be getting this wrong, but it's our canon now. They
I mean, when you named the character Bush Cassidy and gave the mummy a Minnesotan accent, yeah, I figured we kind of took the reins on things.
Oh, Lord.
I don't appreciate your tone, sir. No, sometime before Tense Towns was founded.
Okay.
Back when Bryn Shander was still a camp on a hill.
Huh. What was the importance?
Another question. Sorry. You said there's magic keeping people away from this place.
Oh, yeah, it's just kind of like a deterrent. You know, you go wandering in this direction, magic kind of just gives you slight suggestions to maybe take a different route. It's real
Yeah,
subtle.
but wow, Guardian. There's magic to keep people away. What's
I
here
mean,
that's worth
guardian,
protecting?
that's a strong word, and more just like a keeper. You know?
Watcher, so to speak.
I mean, I'm not much of a watcher, you know, haven't seen much in the last 600 years.
So resident then.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's a nice one bed, one bath in there. Mm-hmm.
I'm also
Cozy.
curious about my friend's inquiry. What is the point of turning people away? What is this place protecting?
You see, he kind of looks right at Montgomery and he says, "So no one desecrates the sacred remains of our people."
I'm very sorry that happened. I was seeking answers that I thought I could find here. And I did not consider the repercussions. I hope I haven't offended you.
Well, I find that apology to be both touching and sincere, and therefore I will accept it.
What will you do now?
Oh, what will a animated corpse of a moon elf do in this wild world?
Sleep.
Well, I think I've had enough sleeping. I guess.
Oh.
Said it's been 600 years. Gosh, I don't really know anybody anymore.
You know us.
So,
You got
sounds like an
any,
invitation?
Any bartending experience?
Oh my god.
No. But how hard can it be?
Well,
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
You just hear a
Oh,
small
yes.
growl.
No.
No.
Yes!
This can't happen. No.
He doesn't smell like decay, so I don't know that he's not dead. That he's undead.
I mean, you can look at his face. It's pretty obvious.
Bush, do you have any bartending experience?
Well, I mean, up until like 3 months ago, I couldn't even talk, so... But I'm willing to
You
give
are a quick
anything a
learner.
shot.
You are a quick learner.
Me too.
You just see freaking Vodka standing beside the tree, getting progressively more annoyed and frustrated with this entire conversation. I've also decided that Vodka makes Marge Simpson noises, so she's just like,
Monty hops on his skateboard and rolls off.
Okay, we go.
Well, eat my shorts. And then, yeah, tries to skateboard away in the snow. It doesn't go anywhere. It's fucking
Oh,
snow.
boy.
Alright.
We go?
Well, stars seem to have dimmed for now. I guess, sadly, our business here is done. Which feels strange, because I have still many questions still. Will you remain here, Sinar?
I mean,
We continue to watch this place.
there's not much left to watch. There's a big old moose hole in that wall. It sounds like the graves have been desecrated.
That's useful.
You know,
First day on the job immediately is let go.
yeah. I mean,
I have so many questions.
where are you
about
guys going?
people.
What are you doing?
Uh,
We're
I just shrug.
gonna go collect payment for killing a moose. And I believe the payment is a tavern. That's why I was asking about bartending experience.
That all sounds like fun.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, we go.
No offense to you there, Mr. Sonar, but we're gonna come with us. You're gonna have to cover up a little
Cover
bit.
your face and get clothes.
You see, like, reaches up and touches his face and feels how rotten it is. It's like, oh, jeez. Oh, no.
You will be quite terrifying to the people in the town.
Mr. Calder, I don't suppose you have another one of those on hand, do you?
Another one of what?
Points on top of your head.
No, unfortunately I don't. And it takes significant amounts of bone in order to make something like that. Unless you want me to go back in there and make something out of that moose skull.
I fish around on my person, and I pull out my net, and then I clamber up and I sort of drape it over his head and shoulders like a cowl.
Not to, any offense there, little fox creature. This has an awful lot of holes in it.
But the fish can't get through the holes. It's a good net.
It's a fine net, and you make a fair point.
Okay.
Roughly what time is it right now?
It is,
I'm sure it's dark as hell.
yeah, it's dark. I think it is. I think it's like 8 o'clock at night.
Cool. I take my net back. Because I wanted it anyway.
Would you be willing to perhaps lend it out for a short time? Unless it has significant meaning to you.
Does. Or if we're willing to spend the night in the ruins, I could craft him mask, and he could probably outfit himself with the furs in there on the account of that dead druid.
Vanka will kind of pipe up that she would not mind a rest. She's pretty beat up.
We can go sleep in Moose Den. In this one den. And I point at Sonar. We sleep there.
I suppose we could build a fire and go
It's quite sheltered.
go further in, if that wouldn't offend Sonar.
Oh no, that's fine. I mean, you already did the worst that you could do.
And we'd like to
You
make
figure
up
out
for
how
it.
this whole moon dial didn't work then, I guess.
Oh yeah, just use a buck knife and some rope and glinted the moon on where we needed to go.
That's pretty
As
pretty smart of y'all.
Calder says that he's gonna go back over and re-fasten the buck knife and to the position to open up the room where the druid was.
Maybe just in the corridors.
Well, I mean, we also need to get those furs, Mr. Sheltari.
All right.
Furs? What furs?
Well, for Sonar. It's a perfectly good coat lying in there.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
you readjust your buck knife and reopen that crypt or that tomb. As you walk in, yeah, that frost druid still lying on the floor. It's currently missing a hand.
Oh,
and
that makes sense.
What the fuck, Travis?
It's
Yeah, it's missing 2 hands.
oh, it's missing 2 hands. Okay, it's missing 2 hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you see
And as
that
you see, like, you see Monty turns around and just gives you a wave with it.
Oh my
Ha
god.
ha ha!
Got a rather grim sense of humor there, Mr. Montgomery, as Calder starts
Floof laughs.
hacking away at the stripped flesh on this moose head to make a mask of bone for our mummy friend.
this is peak Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't know why you play.
At this
is why I
point-
play.
At least half of our party has been dead already. I'm gonna have to keep this kind of sense of humor. Alright.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Mr. Sonar, I need to get input since this is going to be your mask. What kind of face you want on it?
Gosh, you know, whatever you think. And since you guys are back in there, you see he's looking in the mirror. He's like, whatever is not going to scare the bejesus out of anybody back in town, I suppose. This is
Do you
not
want a
pleasant
smile?
to look at. I mean, whatever. It's up to you. I trust you and your opinion here.
Well, what do you think of this? And then he'll pull down his mask and kind of like show it's like got a very mute expression.
Yeah.
You want
that
something
could
like
work.
this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I real appreciate it there, bud.
Well, at least we can do, since we kind of put you out of a job. So I'm gonna scrimshaw this moose skull.
It's like a hospitality war.
Oh
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Oh boy, this is not gonna look good.
No, it does not look good.
How did you roll
Taking
so bad?
Quasimodo the undead back into town with us for no reason.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so you guys take a long rest in this tomb. In that time, you recover the furs from the ice druid and give them to Sonar, as well as crafting him a mask that he can wear. But yeah, the long rest goes by with no danger. And you guys
Yay.
wake in the morning to see the weather. Heavy snow.
Oh god.
40 below. There is mild wind.
Come on.
The heavy snow blocks out the natural twilight, so it is dark outside. And due to the
Oh.
extreme cold, you have to make a DC 10 con save for every hour you are traveling, and it's about a 2-hour walk back to town.
Okay, that's okay.
If we want to try, we can. If not, we can hold up another day. I can forage us up food.
Vaca, you do not have to make that check because you have.
Goliath blood.
Yeah.
Toasty.
But floof does.
blood.
No.
So yeah, you guys can venture out if you want, or you guys can hold up for another day.
Oliver will hold up this crude mask, and he is just displeased with how it turned out. I'm sorry,
What?
Mr. Sonar. I really botched this. Tell you what, in the future, I'll make you another one per gratis. I don't want this to be a representation of my work.
You know, we're all our own worst critic there, bud.
Well,
And you see he slides the mask on. Everybody's just like, ugh.
It's almost worse.
It looks
worse.
exactly like his rotten face, just in the mask. Very lateral
like
move.
It's like Plank from Ed, Ed, Eddie.
Calder's just visibly displeased with how it turned out, and he is just kind of grumping at himself like, shouldn't have focused so much on the eyes. I should have done a bit more with the mouth. Damn it.
Make a smile.
I fear if I do any more to it, it's gonna break. We can't do that.
Oh. Want a berry?
I'll take a
No.
berry.
Okay, I offer one up to Sonar too. Want a berry?
Sure, thanks.
Just one.
Okay. Yes. That's enough.
Is Small Bush still hanging out with us?
I believe his
Buried
name
in
is
snow.
Bush Cassidy. Yes, he is there.
Okay.
You will say his name.
These are his berries.
You will respect him.
I took them from him. He gave them to me.
Okay.
Alright, are you guys gonna
Yeah.
make the journey back
I mean,
to Lonelywood, or?
Yes! Okay, we go!
Alright.
well, yeah.
Blanca will kind of go forward, help clear some of the snow with her just massive frame.
Alright. Can I get... First off, can I get a survival check from one of you guys? And you can get aid with it, so with advantage.
Okay.
Faloof or...
On it.
Whoever is doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Yep. You are able to
Lucky.
find the correct way back to Lonelywood. It's going to take 2 hours, so I need everyone except for Vaca, the Bush, Cassidy, and Sonar to make DC 10, two DC 10 con saves.
Okay.
Oh no, Floof.
First one.
My ears are back, and my nose is like an icicle, and I'm just shivering.
Ooh, Calder failed the second
I look
one.
like that scene in 101 Dalmatians.
My nose is cold, and my ears are cold, and my feet are cold.
Yes, that is what Floof look like.
Also one level of exhaustion.
Oh no, Floof! Floof is not having good day.
If Floof is falling behind, Vaca will probably pick them up.
Floof is definitely
And
falling
carry them.
behind. Yeah, it's a good question from the chat. Why doesn't Floof have a fur advantage?
I do have a good constitution. It's just that I rolled bad.
Huh.
Interesting.
Is it a poor cold Floof? So for every fail, you take 1 level of exhaustion.
So Calder's got
and
one level.
I am taking I am taking extra care with the. Okay, so last session I stole a piece of that cloak, the fur cloak, and I'm like using it like a shawl. So this time I'm taking extra care to like cover up my heart, and I'm trying to protect my heart especially as I shiver.
Yeah, I think sometime after the first hour of traveling, and Vaca notices how cold Floof is, you just scoop the Floof.
I scoop the Floof.
Yes, floof
And
scoop, and I just
carry-
curl up in a little scarf on you.
Carry Floof the rest of the way, and you guys return to Lonelywood. Yeah, it looks like Floof, you have 2 levels of exhaustion. Calder has 1. Shaltari has 1.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
Montgomery
like whimpering.
is fine.
Golden.
Probably snacking on that hand, keeping his proteins up.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah, what are you doing with that severed hand?
You fucking weirdo.
It's in my bag.
Alright, so yeah, after 2 hours of marching through the heavy snow, you arrive back in Lonelywood. You guys head straight to Nimsey's house, the speaker.
Yeah. The nearest inside place.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys get there, knock on the door. It takes a minute, but Nimsy opens it and sees all you guys and just kind of ushers you to come inside.
It was just kind of like...
Please, come in. Oh, you're gonna catch death out there.
We all fall into the room.
I do like the little small child open mouth cough.
No.
So?
Calder will sling off of his pack a nice white moose pelt and a couple of antlers. Be like,
Oh my. Thank you guys so much. This will help out tremendously.
well,
Being able...
it wasn't just a moose, though. Found a rather cross druid in there as well.
Another
Claiming,
one.
Alright.
Oh.
The, apparently the sister to the other one.
I told him it wasn't a good idea.
What happened with that?
Well, you know how these frost druids are. Crazed. She was... she was the threat to the town.
What did she
They all-
say before you all took action?
Oh... stuff about reclaiming 10 towns for the Frostmadien, and watching us all freeze to death in eternal winter, and things like that, you know. You mean, you talk to one frost druid, you talk to them all, really.
Seems like a strange thing to profess and work towards when the rhyme has already happened.
I mean, they're fanatics, followers of the Frostmadien.
Could I roll for insight? See if she's telling the whole truth?
Sure.
I'd like to roll for insight too.
Yeah, she's telling the truth. And you guys are aware of frost druids. They're not a lot of them, but they are devoted to the Frostmadien. Most of them do see the 10 towns as a scar on the land. They are very hostile towards settlers.
Well, now there's no more frost druids, hopefully. In this area, at least.
Well, Lonelywood is in your debt for what you've done. As promised, here are all the cookies you could eat. She gives you a basket of cookies and the deed to the ramshackle.
Snatch it.
The
cookies.
deed or the
Not the-
cookies?
Not the deed, the cookies, the basket. And that's big compared to me, so I just kind of sit with it in my lap.
So the ramshackle
Pour the berries in.
just
Have a big bowl of stuff.
it's just around the corner.
Well, shall we go and take a gander? See how much work needs to be poured into it.
We were happy to help. Thank you, Nimsy.
You're quite welcome here anytime.
That's nice.
Okay.
Floof just leaves with the basket.
Yes.
Well,
My basket.
okay, we shouldn't leave them alone, unattended, so we'll be leaving. Thank you again.
Thank you. And you guys...
It's okay, you can catch up. I'm going at 15 movement
yeah,
speed.
you just,
so.
oh yeah.
You're going on top of Vaka's shoulder.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yoink.
so you guys head around the
The floof
corner
scoop.
to the
floof
ramshackle.
scoop.
Let's see. share this with you. Alright, the ram. You guys should have a handout for the ramshackle under the Lonely Wood folder. This aptly named building, which used to be the only inn in town, is closed after the last owner, a retired sawyer named De Groots, hanged himself in the common room 2 years ago. As you open it up, you can see that it's currently being used for lumber storage. But it looks like it definitely could use some work.
Who does all this lumber belong to?
Oh, I assume the town.
Oh,
I mean, if you talk
this
to...
make very good house.
Like, I guess one of the things that would have come up in conversation with Nimsy is that she'll send people over to get the lumber moved.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I'd say first thing, let's get a fire going on that fireplace.
Well, second thing, first I'm going to check to see if the flue isn't clogged up or anything, just in case it's been a while.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
See,
Fire marshal
steps in. He says, "These are pretty nice digs you got here."
Oh, you can't dig in here. The floor is too hard.
Another wise observation, Floof.
Was, yes, very was.
Well, is there any wood in this? Do we have wood? Can we just take some of this lumber? They probably won't notice some of it. It's gone. It's fine.
I mean, the firewood and stuff that was in here before is still there. Like all the furnishing and stuff is still in here. It's just been abandoned for 2 years. But yeah, so you guys get a fire going in the main fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the fire going, the main room quickly warms up, and you find it eerie yet comfortable.
Color will make sure to shut any shutters on the windows so people can't look in.
All right.
So, well, hopefully nobody can peep in. Mr. Sonar, you can be free to have your face free if you like.
Oh, I actually kind of quite like the mask. I think I'm just gonna keep it on.
Like I said, I do apologize.
Oh, no, you're too hard on yourself, friend.
Well, it's just crooked on that right side, and it's just gonna bother me until I make a new one.
No. I'm gonna go check and see what's in the kitchen.
What's in the cellar?
And you see he kind of shuffles off behind the bar.
Befriended a mummy, Jesus.
Maka just watches him go.
Taltara, that is a great question. What is in the cellar? Booze, I hope.
Something of value.
Yeah. You find the cellar, open it up, climb down in there, and you find that most of the stores have been removed, and it is rather bare.
Makes sense. What is the plan that we have with this, Monty? How are we going to turn this into something that's worth selling? Did you hear that?
Syrinscape.com. Check it out.
What's that?
I have Syrinscape for literature.
The whole point of taking this overpayment was in hopes that we could turn it over. At least for me, I literally owe Hiln my life, and I need to find some way to make that count for something. What are we going to do with this place?
Well, we could either find another buyer for it, but it seems like it's gone unbought, for obvious reasons. But we could. I mean, we have this place opened up. That's a source of income over time.
Your
And hell, it's free lodging.
your Warforged blood was prevalent there for a moment.
Oh, my
until-
internet's going. Fucky. Like, yeah.
Yay!
Oh.
Could you repeat that?
Well, as I was saying, I forgot what I even said. Nobody wants to buy the place. That's why it's been unused, unoccupied. So I say we commence our mummy friends to work and get this business rolling.
To work with who? We're going to leave it
Look, it can't be that hard to serve drinks.
Everyone who's ever been a waiter just like cringed. Bartender.
Turns out.
Somebody who's been a bar back. Yes.
Monty, what's your view on the minimum wage? No, let's not get into that.
He's wise.
The market determines a fair wage.
God, stop. 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 We were here for escapism. Stop. You have a severed hand in your pocket, not aspirations of joining a fucking political party. Stop.
All right, let's veer from that. So you guys are down in the cellar, Monty and Chaltari. Everybody else is upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing upstairs?
I've just curled up in a ball around my basket of cookies. And I'm about mid-range away from the fireplace. And I'm just getting warmed up.
Calder's gonna
And
reach
eating
down to
the occasional
snag a cookie.
berry or cookie. Yes.
Don't mind me.
Okay.
And Calder's gonna check out. Does this place have an upstairs?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
where
Calder's
all
gonna check it
the
out.
rooms are. 'Cause it is an inn.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna peek around upstairs, check out the
Yeah.
rooms.
You go upstairs, you find 10 rooms. Each
Holy
is
moly.
furnished. It's about the same grade of comfort that you guys found in Tourmaline.
Well,
Yeah.
if
Sonar comes out of the kitchen. He's like, I have good news and bad news. Good news, I don't need to eat. Bad news, there's no food here.
I just hold my basket a little tighter.
Vaka will shrug off her fur and kind of like hang it up around where near the fire is to try to get it to be dry a little bit. And just kind of like put her hands on her hips and look around. And as Calder comes back downstairs, she'll just kind of look over and say, so what do we do with a place like this? No food, no drink, full of lumber, no
We got 50
guests.
pounds-
It's
we got 50
very
pounds of
warm.
food to eat. Figure
Good
this is
den.
just free lodgings for the night.
These make good din.
Oh, you got some echo going through your stuff.
Oh, is that who it is?
Oh no.
Oh no.
And the order is out of whack.
No, it'll correct itself. It's fine.
fine. He's wise.
Fine.
He's very wise.
But as far as this establishment and trying to involve me, that's on you lot.
Well, Calder.
You only have those character conflicts where, like, you have a great idea, but your character just would not think of it.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Every
Now
puzzle.
I'm curious.
Did I happen to overhear that my friend here doesn't need to eat?
No.
Alright.
That's true.
And you're gonna make a model employee if this does get off the ground. Oh,
Jesus.
Vodka will look over at Calder and just kind of ask, because Goliath food and human food is different. How many people will 50 pounds feed?
Depends,
Oh.
really. Depends on how you prepare it. If you put it in the stews, it'll make it last longer. If you just have the cuts by itself, you'll go through it faster. If you cut it down and trim it and cure it, turn it into provisions like that, that'll make it last longer as well.
I have a suggestion.
Bury it in the snow.
Floof, that is a very good idea. But if that does not,
Thank
if
you.
it doesn't work, just in case, I believe
Oh.
if we are going to do this, the Happy Scrimshander is going to be an obstacle to overcome. Perhaps we want to investigate a little bit, see how they do things there.
The Happy Scrimshander is just a tavern.
Yeah. They're not an inn.
Just a tavern?
Yeah, I thought it was
it's
Lucky
just a
Liar.
tavern.
Yeah, it's just like,
Or, I mean, the Lucky Liar.
Scrimshander is a shop.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Lucky
yeah.
Liar is a tavern. The Scrimshander is a shop. Yep, you're correct. It
'cause
sells.
it's like in Tourmaline where there was the Blue Clam that was the tavern, and then it was the east side was the inn.
Yeah. So currently, the Ramshackle
So,
was the only inn in Lonely Wood. So if you
I
guys
see.
reopened it, you wouldn't have competition.
oh, I
here's the thing though. If we're reopening this, we're gonna need to do some rebranding.
Are you
Should
going to
I,
rename the
should I
Ramshackle?
ask? Yeah. Should I ask what ideas you have?
Note to
We all
self.
have good idea.
You go first there, Floof.
I go up to Calder and I climb up on his shoulder and I whisper in his ear, what is this called? And I'm pointing to the cookies.
Called cookies. Baked sweets. Gingerbread, in fact.
Gingerbread effect.
Vodka just gives you a stink eye.
Who?
If anybody is watching and has ever wondered if it's a good idea to give your party an inn,
No.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
You're giving us an
Join us
inn
in
during a
discovery.
lockdown. Like,
Hmm.
now is not the time to start a business.
Stop making parallels from the real world into the Forgotten Realms.
I don't,
Escapism needs to be held up.
Okay, cookie. Also good. Yes.
Monty, do you have any idea of how to
Look,
run the business?
Yeah, Floof, do you?
What?
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 Wait, you're not talking to Floof there?
No. I was talking to you.
I'm still roboting. Bad.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
What is question?
I mean,
Monty.
Shotari, you owned a shop, didn't you?
I helped run one, but none of which served food or, I presume, drink, and I don't know how to run an inn. I know how to sell what I'm good at. I am not good at any of this.
Well.
Hmm. Plus we have a murderer that is still running around the 10 towns.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
We kind of just leave our friend here to at least clean up the place. And check back in here. Maybe once we got more to invest in this place. If nothing else, it's free lodging.
Yeah. If you want, me and the Bush Cassidy here, cleans this up a bit, get it going again for you.
They're the dynamic duo.
The spin-off.
So it's Bush Cassidy and the Sonar mummy?
And the Bush Cassidy and the
Bush
undead
Cassidy
kid.
and the sun-dried kid.
Ooh,
Ooh, like a raisin. I love it.
that's good.
Oh yeah.
We're changing the episode title.
That's good.
We're just not gonna rename the tavern the Musty Bush, like.
The spicy bush.
Oh yeah.
Pumpkin spice bushy. I don't know. No. That's nothing.
Bush spice.
I
Bush spice
mean,
and everything nice. Lodgings.
The pumpkin bush.
I am a child.
You're right. You should not have given this to us.
Yeah.
the thing is that
I see that now.
this place is never going to lose its reputation as the place where the old owner hung himself.
Allegedly.
Maybe. Allegedly, yeah. I mean, maybe we just lean in that. Call it a dead man's drop. Hangman's drop.
Oh god.
I like cookie.
Maybe we'll come up with a name
I mean,
after we get it restored.
yeah. Ooh, the sign could actually be a gingerbread cookie, but like with a noose on it.
Did you have a dark
That does
upbringing
not
at all,
sound
Mr.
welcoming.
Montgomery? Like, did you have parents that didn't love you, or...
Oh god.
My dad died in a mining accident, and my mom was poisoned to death. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
You
wanted to
can say
make
that.
sure. Meant no offense, just being curious.
Oh, none taken. I can tell you've been trying to psychologically evaluate me for the past couple of days, and I'm just gonna put that all out there.
I mean, you did try to think about eating a moose eye. You don't eat eyeballs. What?
Waka kind of just like leans
that's
back
a
against the
delicacy.
fireplace.
They definitely do that.
Vaka leans back against the fireplace, points to it, and says, "We'll put the antlers up here. We call it the White Moose.
Oh.
Legend, tavern. The threat is dead.
That's
All
a
good
idea.
taverns are named after animals."
I like it.
But I just would like to remind you guys that the main reason you guys came to Lonely Woods was to investigate that murder.
Mhm.
And you know
Yes.
that the victim, their house is up near the Lucky Liar.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we can go ahead and pick back up there. You guys hanging out in your inn.
Enjoying queso and baby carrots.
So, okay.
We don't
So-
have that here.
All right, so it's decided then the name of inn is going to be the Moose Hole.
Yes, Moose Hole. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good to me. Now, as I was saying, perhaps we should go investigate.
Murder? Yeah.
And on the way, I'm gonna pick me up some a bowstring to help restring this new bow.
So, it was the... Okay. So
We
they...
should stop at the Lucky Liar to hear rumors and gather some more information.
Okay.
I found
the Lucky
taverns
Liar-
tend to be a place where humans
Mhm.
speak the most.
Okay. So the Lucky Liar
As
is...
the only human here, I feel called out.
Would you disagree that liquor has made your tongue less loose?
No, I won't disagree with that.
Monty, I don't think that's a human exclusive thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
No. If you all have business to keep talking about here, I guess I will meet you at the tavern.
Oh no,
Okay.
I'll join you.
Now let's get going.
Okay.
Oh, good company.
Yeah.
We go,
We go.
as Floof says.
Yes,
All right.
Fluff says that.
All right, so you guys head out to the Lucky Liar. As you walk
Mostly I just
in,
wanna-
as you walk into the Lucky Liar, you see it is somewhat crowded, as a bunch of the townsfolk are here enjoying some food and some music. And you
Floof starts tippy tapping their toes a little bit in excitement. Like, doesn't know how to dance, but is sort of prancing in place.
okay.
Like an excited dog.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Kind of look over the crowd. Much taller than everybody else.
Find an empty table.
Yep.
Okay.
Monty's
you
gonna
see
go
it.
up and get around. So he heads straight to the bar.
Yeah. The person currently serving at the bar is a human woman. She has raven black hair. And you see she kind of sizes you up as you approach the bar and then kind of walks over to you. And what will it be?
Howdy, Mamo. What's on the menu?
Well, we have some knucklehead trout stew. And that's about it.
How about for imbibements?
Water.
It's a dry town, or?
Well, since the mead has kind of stopped coming out of good mead over the past few weeks, I imagine most towns in the 10 towns are without ale or mead.
I've not heard of that. Well, I guess I'll.
Quests everywhere we go.
I guess I'll have 5 waters and 6 bowls of stew for the table over there.
All right. I'll be out in just a moment.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
And your name was?
Sit back down. Oh, Montgomery, if you're starting a tab.
Montgomery.
And don't let the furry one over there put anything on that tab.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I go rejoin everybody.
All right.
Calder,
Yeah.
you came from Good Mead, right?
Around the area.
Yeah. Is there a reason y'all haven't been shipping out any beer?
Would Calder know that reason, Tanner?
Yes, Calder. You know that the speaker of the town.
Yeah.
Here, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, let's see. All deliveries have halted temporarily because there is there's just been some disruption. Let's see. Hold on, give me just a second. Yeah, a Verbeg marauder has recently been kind of plaguing Ten Town. Even killed the speaker of Ten Town recently. And yeah, it has halted all shipments of mead from Good Mead.
That's Floof coughing.
Open.
Cover it up or wear a mask. Come on.
Alright. Well, recently, Good Mead's been falling on some hard times. Some marauding sorts have come through. Our speaker lost her life. And now they've got people trying to figure out who's going to be the new speaker and whatnot, and are considering roads aren't safe to send out new shipments until they figure out what they're going to do in town. So that's why a lot of places are just serving good old water right now.
Somebody remind me
This
again.
is the
Really.
real tragedy.
Where's the where the 3 places that the murders happened? Was Lonelywood, someplace like not in the town, but like way off east. I don't have the map in front of me,
So Lonelywood, Bremen, and East Haven.
East Haven, that was it. Okay. Gosh, let's see. Is there anything of note happening in this tavern right now, aside from just people just chatting?
Yeah, it's mostly just
Floof
people
is dancing.
chatting. Eventually, that the server, the person who owns this tavern, will arrive at your table with bowls of knucklehead trout stew and some mugs full of water. So yeah, I mean, you can just like overhear people chatting.
As she comes to the table, I'll be like, well, thank you kindly, ma'am. Well, as you can tell, we're all new in town here.
Yeah, it's quite clear. You don't get a lot of visitors to Lonelywood. Faces become quite familiar after a time. Can I
mean,
ask why? What brings you to Lonelywood?
Well, we kind of wandered into town here, and immediately got caught up with some business for the speaker. Managed to take down that moose that's been killing all your friends.
Oh. Well, it's awfully kind of you. You make a habit of just wandering the 10 towns, taking care of problems that you run across?
No, my friends have a habit of getting themselves into debts. We have a need to get paid. So.
We were.
Speaking of which, we heard there might be another job. There's a murder in town we heard about.
I suppose you're talking about John? The shipbuilder? A couple doors down?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few weeks ago. Found him dead. Dagger made of ice through his heart.
Where did this take place?
Well, the body was found in his home.
Well, where was that?
Well, just a couple doors down the road there.
Yeah. I need to check that out.
Has anybody been looking into it? Who or why?
Well, Nimsy looked into it a bit and, sent message to the rest of the speakers about it, but haven't heard any word from it yet. Rumor is that there's been a handful of these murders across the 10 towns.
Mm-hmm. Did you know him?
Oh, of course I knew John. Everybody knew John. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
I'll drink to that as Calder sips on his water.
Well, if that would mean that you know everybody, and maybe you have some insight as to who might have been responsible. And yeah, no, I'll leave it.
Well, unfortunately, I can't quite say who was responsible. I'm not sure. In fact, I don't really have any suspicions. There was nobody in town at the time. Not that I can recall.
No strangers, you mean?
No strangers, no. Just local folk. But I mean, who knows? These times.
So you had any peculiar animals hanging around?
Besides that moose that you guys took care of. Not really, no. She kind of looks around and then kind of leans into the table. I will tell you one thing, though. There had been a bit of a rumor floating around about John that had kind of ruffled some people's feathers. In the new moon, all the 10 towns offer some kind of homage or sacrifice or what have you to the Frostmadien, try to appease her wrath. Here in Lonelywood, we offer food. We go without for a day and offer up what we have in our stores to the Frostmadien. It'd been rumored that John didn't quite think he owed anything, if you know what I mean. So, if you ask me, whoever did that to him took offense to his stinginess.
Would you happen to be one of those people?
Are you asking if I did it?
That's rather rude there, Mr. Sheltari.
No,
Say that
no,
of that very
of
nice
course-
lady.
Of course not.
Calder looks back at her and flashes her a quick wink.
Of course not. I meant no accusations. One can disagree with somebody and not commit murder. I was just wondering if perhaps you knew of other people that were also upset.
Look, each of the 10 towns has decided how to handle the Rime in their own way. I feel that Lonelywood has taken quite the, I would say, gracious approach. Going a day without food isn't as bad as some places. like Brimchander and East Haven, where they take their sacrifice a little bit more seriously.
What do they
But it's
do
good.
there?
Have you not heard?
What I've heard?
You probably would have heard.
Oh,
East Haven,
never
Brimchander, and
Yeah,
I think
Vaka gives that again that disapproving.
Noted.
Large.
so Targos, East Haven, and Brimchander all offer a living sacrifice, meaning one of the residents of the town is sacrificed on the new moon. So each of the 10 towns does one of 3 things: either sacrifice warmth for the day, which means that no fires are lit throughout the new moon. They sacrifice food, just they don't eat, and they give up their portion of their stores. And then the bigger towns have gone the more grim route and have offered living sacrifices. She just says, no, Nimzi decided that food would be the best route. I personally don't think it's that big of a price to pay to try to see an end to this winter.
I don't know. You had her gingerbread cookies?
I have. Everybody has.
Going without those would be a sacrifice for sure.
Fair enough. But it's one I could live with.
She seem, I don't know, shifty-eyed or uncomfortable with the question I posed that she pointedly did not answer.
Roll insight. You can tell that she is very good at hiding any kind of true emotions, almost as if she's practiced at it. Probably more, it seems almost more practice than you, or more skill in it than the common person would have, which you can take that for what you will. But you did see that she seemed to, as well as she could hide it, you kind of saw through it, and you did see a small amount of disdain for John and the fact that he was not contributing to the sacrifice. But you can tell that she puts on a great effort to conceal any kind of tell.
Okay.
Ma'am, are you the proprietor of this establishment or just an employee?
Oh, this tavern's mine.
Well,
The name's Dane. Dane's old Zatal.
Well, Donnie, it's mighty nice to meet you. I'm Elliot Montgomery. Monty, as my friends call me. This is Calder. Can't pronounce his last name.
Salvblade.
Sure. Vodka's tall one. My friend who tends to accuse people of being murderers is Chaltara here. And the one that won't stop coughing is Floof.
Floof is currently hiding under a table really close to the music players, just very curiously watching.
And, ma'am, I also feel I should be honest and upfront with you. We have recently acquired the deed to the ramshackle.
Unfortunate for you. The place is definitely cursed.
I don't know about that. It didn't seem all that cursed. What makes you say it's cursed?
When we find your body swinging from the rafters, we'll ask you again.
Like,
Well,
she don't fuck around.
look, I can guarantee you that the people we will have running that place will have nothing to fear in terms of death.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, she's gonna roll insight on that.
God damn it, Monty.
Do I need to roll something against that?
She knows.
No.
She knows it's a mummy.
No, this is.
Now we got somebody that's gonna poke around there. Thanks, Travis.
She only got an 8, so she'll just think you're talking weird. If you say so, Mr.
And
Montgomery.
Baldergate sorts.
We got a sentient bush cleaning up the place. So,
Interesting.
well,
Well, if anybody comes through looking for a place to stay, I'll make sure to point them to the ramshackle for you.
thank you kindly.
Anything else I can get for
again,
you guys?
I'm sorry if I offended you. I did not mean it.
No offense taken.
Uh-oh. I think we might have lost Tanner again.
Tanner's frozen, yeah.
Please no, not like this.
It's because of you, Shaltari. You offended him.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, no, ma'am. I think we're good here. Thanks for the cook, and I'm looking forward to having you as a familiar face.
Oh, well, if you need anything else, I'll be right over there. And she makes her way back to the bar.
And I, for the remainder of the evening, will try my hardest to not seem like I am watching, but I will be watching.
Okay. Stealth check, please.
Well, that's interesting.
Do a stealth.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Like, I'm not moving.
Stealth charisma. So a stealth charisma check.
Okay. So it would just be this.
Stealth Charisma, band name.
Stealth charisma.
Okay. Let's see her. Yeah, she does
do you
not
like
seem
there,
to
Travis?
notice you watching her.
So I want to, just take note of any people that she seems to speak with more frequently, or if she makes any kind of like indication towards us. That is what I'm looking for.
Okay. She seems to just kind of be doing her job. You don't really notice her talking to anybody more than anybody else. She doesn't make any gestures or motions towards you.
Okay. Well, that's what my time is being taken up with. I don't know what the rest of y'all are doing.
Calder's probably reading from his handbook onto how best to use like wolf teeth and claws and the like for script chandering.
These three towns they're within like days ride of each other. Tanner.
Yes and no. It depends. Like, so to get to from Lonelywood to get back to Terramlane is like 2 hours. Yeah, I mean you can travel probably the farthest span of the 10 towns would probably be like 3 days travel if you use the roads.
Mhm.
3 to 4 days. You get like a good 8 hours on the road. Like,
Okay.
and then if you had like dog sleds and other means, you could go faster.
If I had my axe beak. Okay, yeah. Vodka's gonna kind of lean forward to. No, never. Her party. And kind of like looks over the barkeep and looks back at them. And just kind of ponders that yes, it's murder and murder doesn't sit right. Do we know if the other victims have been those who have not followed the sacrifice or have not
So,
done for the Frostmadien?
is this a question you're asking me as the DM?
I mean, this is
No,
the first body we've
You're
encountered,
asking
right?
the table, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking the table.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, we have a sample size of 1 currently. I think we're gonna have to keep hopping around from town to town. I don't think looking at this one body's gonna necessarily give us all the answers.
Oh, I do think it's a
We
good
saw-
question to keep, though.
Oh, definitely.
We saw the druid. And when we killed her, we heard the sound, the frost, her body. But victims in so many places that are stabbed, we're going to have to check these other towns.
Alright.
A community being mad at one outlier for not following the rules wouldn't be abnormal. But someone traveling to all these places, if the victims are outliers that don't follow the sacrifice,
We're assuming it's just one person. I'm subscribing to the idea that it might be multiple people that's doing these killings.
We've
Besides
seen,
the route we're going down here, if it's one person, it's the outlier of the town that's not giving up enough for the sacrifice. Who's to say there's not multiple folks that either follow the Frostmaiden or just out of plain fear? By the
We've
way, all
seen
roads
others.
lead to Frostmaiden, I think.
we've seen others that can produce these weapons of ice. I'm under the assumption that somebody in town that was not pleased perhaps made a request.
and like Vodka will kind of nod
Assassination.
her head a little bit. As a Goliath, it makes sense to her that there would be either a group or a particular, like a person assigned to rules such as this.
So my goal, I guess, was to try and find the person responsible for making the call or request, in hopes that we would find out how to contact those responsible.
Now we're making a lot of assumptions here. For all we know, there could just be some guy who has some ice knives and who just likes killing all wind with family.
What is more
Y'all
likely,
again.
Monty? Random killings or coordinated?
True. I also wonder how organized whatever or whoever's doing this is, and how easy it would have been for them to get into that guy's house. So I'm gonna go try and break in. Who's with me?
Vodka will stand up, be like, I'm with you. Go investigate his
Can
house.
we at least finish our stews first? Could be our
Nah.
last meal, so to speak.
Sure.
I will go
Seems
find
like-
Floof.
Floof is
Every
still under
outing
table,
could be
watching
like-
with awe and childlike wonder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, on
Vodka
our
takes
table?
a stew. Vodka takes a stew off the table and like kind of puts it down and wafts the smell of the fish in the stew. Like, see Sheltari get up like, no.
I run over to the stew.
Try as they may, they
Oh,
could
there's-
not resist the call.
Now that the music has died down.
So, you guys are going to go inspect John's house?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll take it. Alright, so you finish up
After
your...
everybody's eaten their bowls of stew, Monty hands the extra bowl to Floof and says, "Go
Floof?
ahead and bury it."
Okay, so Floof kind of ate too many cookies. So Floof now has 2 bowls of stew that they are planning to bury. But they're going to bury it when we get home.
Thank you for the food, Monty.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, thank you.
Monty will
Yeah.
the appropriate amount of stuff on the table.
We go.
And how much silver would that be?
It's 2 copper a bowl.
Alright. I'll leave behind 2 silver. He's a good tipper.
Alright.
Those deep southern pockets.
Alright, so you guys head down the road away. You find John's house, the one that was pointed out to you by
What's her face?
yeah, Donna.
Yes.
Yes.
You try the door, it is locked.
Did you have a plan past this, Monty?
Gonna walk the perimeter. What's the window?
I would like to
situation
shoulder
like?
check the door.
Go ahead and roll strength. Athletics.
Tanner, what's the window
bitch.
situation like?
The windows, like most places here, are shuttered due to the cold.
Mm. Are there any on the first floor?
It is a single story.
Okay, interesting. Sorry. All of them locked as well?
Yeah, yep. As you are checking, you hear this loud crashing noise as Vodka barrels through the front door.
Oh shit! It
Yeah.
worked.
And
Nice.
I
He's got his mask on.
scamper
All
in.
you hear from behind the mask is, "Oh dear."
Did anybody notice?
Vodka,
Vodka like kind of like holds the door, moves it.
Vodka, as you walk into this single room home, you can see there is like a bed, a small fireplace that is not lit, as well as some cookware. You can see, yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's been in here for a while. And it is cold. Let's see.
Brr.
Monty will come around to the front door. Now, is it off its hinges or? is the
No,
door from
it's
Smith
not
or
off
what?
its hinges. She just broke the frame.
Hmm.
I mean,
Like,
if
you
you're
can
gonna have a Goliath, I should at least bust a couple doors.
Like you can close the door, it just doesn't latch anymore.
It's a little
So,
sad
Aka, no, like the whole goal was to be like, how did other people get in here without being detected, right?
Maybe they're also very large. Or he knew them.
Or
Oh, they are
he
magic.
knew them. What's that mean?
What does what mean?
Or he knew them.
Well, there's a chance.
So, since the whole place is just like empty, were we told what they did with the body?
No.
It's perhaps
I would
something
like
we
to investigate the crime scene.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Murder.
investigation.
Nice.
It's
Just
definitely
walk
a
into
house.
place. I am investigating.
Oh no.
Done.
Vaca just standing in the middle of the room with her hands on her hips, just like kind of scans around and just like, it smells like someone died in here.
Yes, it's true.
Calder got 11.
Calder, kind of looking over this small home, you see that there are bloodstains on the bedding, but it doesn't look like there was any signs of struggle. And the only forced entry point that you see is the one Vaca just made.
Ha.
Well, no signs of struggle. Bloodstains on the bed. I'd say they did them in while they slept.
So it wouldn't matter then if he knew him or not. Didn't let him in. Magic is an option then.
I mean, it could have been anything. It could have been somebody that he brought in. Maybe they were romantically involved. Somebody stabbed him after a night of cuddling. Could be magic.
How big's the bed?
It's just a twin.
Decent tight cuddling.
It's a surefire way to get warm, though.
I hope I'm never cursed to sleep alone on a twin-size mattress.
Travis said forlornly.
Going the front bottoms, you guys.
I asked at the tavern if you would imagine that would be relevant information for someone to share. I asked.
Does sleep alone?
No, if John was romantically involved with anybody, since everyone knows everyone.
Oh.
True.
Yes.
Just thinking. Calder, you want to go back there and ask if he was single, and then check if she was single? I saw that wink you gave her.
Like I say, Mr. Montgomery, it's all in harmless fun.
Well, that's a good. We could check in on that. I can also, since you mentioned magic, try and see if I feel any vibes. It's just going to take me a while.
No.
Oh, is the door open or did we close it?
As much as it can be closed.
Yeah, you can close it. It just wasn't. It just doesn't latch.
Calder will go over to the door and take a chair and kind of wedge it, just so a wind can't blow it open.
All right, and then you're gonna kind of chill for 10 minutes while Monty ritual casts something.
I want to find a good place to hide the soup
Monty.
while he does that.
You still have the
Wait,
suit.
do you have ritual casting?
I believe. Ooh, that's a great question.
Depends on what class.
I don't think you do.
The sorcerers have ritual cast.
Oh, it's a sorcerer spell.
Yeah, it is a sword. It's just whether or not they get ritual casting. That's a no. They don't. Okay,
I did.
my bad.
No, that was. Huh.
That is tragic.
So you just cast it.
So instead, Monty's just gonna vibe check on the spot.
Are you casting detect magic? Or?
And detect magic, yes.
Okay. You do not detect any magic.
I do still want to look around for like a really good hiding spot for these stew.
Inside in this house?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I
go
want
ahead
to
and
look for a very good hidey hole.
roll survival. Since this is technically a thing you do to survive. Yeah, you find a really good spot to hide your 2 bowls of stew.
Is there anything else in this spot
No.
that got here before me? Okay. Okay. I put the stew in there.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps Baka is right. We might not be able to gain any more insight in anything until we know the potential reasons why they were murdered.
Maybe for food?
No.
Can I check the food stores? See if there's anything left.
Yeah. Looking around, it looks like the food has been, like most of that food would have been taken. This happened about a month ago, so yeah, any supplies that would have been in here has been removed and used by the rest of the town.
That makes sense. Except for my stew.
Is there like a desk or anything in here?
Yeah. What's that?
Is there like a desk or anything in here, or?
Yeah, looks like a work desk is there. You find a set of carpentry tools. He was a shipwright.
He was a shipwright.
Yeah, he was a shipbuilder. I mean, he built fishing boats.
Perhaps we should ask around the harbor. What time of day is it?
It is a little past noon.
It's also heavy snow outside still, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Sadly.
I have my doubts that they'd be wanting to be out on the lake on a day like this.
No, I mean, that's why the Lucky Liar was as full as it was when it was lunchtime, but most of the fishermen were and talking and staying off the lake for the day.
Well, I could go back and try my hand there.
You know, there are also 2 other recent victims too in East Haven,
Right.
and Bremen.
Yeah, right. But again, how long would it take to get to either one?
East Haven would be the longest trip, but getting to Bremen, you'd have to go back to Termalaine, down to Trogos, and then over to Bremen. So 2 hours back to Termalaine, and then another 4 hours to Trogos from there, and then another 3 hours to Bremen, and Bremen is a little bit more difficult because the trail is old and...
So that'd be like a 2-day travel then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take you about 2 days.
Pragmatically.
Yeah.
Well, I defer to you all.
I'd say it'd be
Only
better
thing
to
I've
check
got
out
left-
the other spots.
Yeah. Only thing I got left here is asking if he had a lover, and I want to see the body.
So you guys head back
do you-
over to the Lyre?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the body will reveal?
Who knows? I know there might be a way to know if there was a struggle that we couldn't see, or if he tried to defend himself, or if it's even self-inflicted.
Tanner.
Yeah.
I mean, that place locked
Go
up
ahead,
tight,
Travis.
and there was no magic that I could detect involved.
Would Calder know the sort of like burial rites of people post Rime now in the 10 towns?
Typically cremation. Just because you couldn't bury them. So unless there is a crypt or something to store the bodies in, yeah, they're usually burned.
Yeah, it's also multi-purpose.
Yeah. Would Calder know if there was a crypt in Lonelywood? Kind of have my doubts, though.
There is not. There's no shrine. There's no crypt here. They would likely have burned the body.
Alright, Calder will pipe up. Well, it'd be harder to find a body now. It might be just ashes on the wind there, Mr. Montgomery. Considering that funeral pyre is a route to go anymore. Can't break ground. There's no spring thaw anymore.
That's fair.
Vaka,
Yeah.
I assume your stance on this has not changed.
We know that Helm told us that each of the victims had been stabbed with some type of weapon, and we saw the druid holding an icicle.
Right. Would you prefer to investigate elsewhere?
Check and see if there's still a body. But if it's been burned, we may have better luck checking the other towns.
Are the customs different per town, Tanner, or is it all pretty much? I mean, we're all frozen here, right?
It depends on what they have access to.
Okay.
Smaller towns like this, where they don't really have a crypt or a shrine, they would probably burn the body. A place like for instance, Calder's from Goodmead. They have a shrine there, and Calder knows that the speaker's body is currently laying in rest in that shrine until they can do something with it. But
Okay.
just all depends on what the town has access to. For instance, Lonelywood has a lot of timber. Making a funeral pyre would not be difficult.
Right. Does anybody know anything about Bremen or East Haven?
East Haven is one of the larger settlements. Yeah, you would know. I mean, yeah, East Haven is one of the larger settlements. It's like Brimchander, Trogos, and East Haven are like the three big settlements. And then Bremen is one of the smallest. Bremen is actually right on the opposite side of the lake you're currently on. And it's got like a population of like 150 and Lonelywood. So, like, relative to Lonelywood is a little bit smaller than Bremen.
Well, until you all come up with an idea of how to proceed, I'm going to try my hand back in the lyre. I'm not much use elsewhere.
All right.
Don't sell yourself short there, Mr. Sheltari.
I walk into the lyre.
All right. Yeah, returning to the lyre, you've only been gone for maybe 20 minutes or so the scene here hasn't changed much at all.
Let's see.
Do it.
Do it.
That's what I just.
All I can think of is a sentiment right now.
Do it.
Well, let's see. Looks like the sun's signpost. Habit writer. I will give it a shot, I suppose. Gonna just find that whatever looks like a group of fishermen. I
Okay. So
don't know if that would be apparent if they would have, like,
roll a perception.
I don't know. Okay.
That person
Perception.
with the
There it
car.
is. Yeah.
Doyle.
Ooh, 20.
Yeah. You find a table based off smell alone, really. A group of fishermen. You see they have a few empty bowls between them, and they're just kind of chatting amongst themselves as you approach. Yeah, how do you approach them?
Let's see. Excuse me. Gentlemen. Am I all
What
right
is it?
to assume that you are the hard workers that keep others flowing in and out of this town, down in the harbor?
Well, seeing as the harbor's frozen over, there's not much flowing in and out.
Good point.
But if you're asking if
Oh,
we work the lake, yeah, we're fishermen.
I came here to visit a friend, my friend John. He also works down at the lake. Would any of you happen to know where he is?
I got 4 weeks too late.
Sorry.
Pardon my grim sense of humor. But have you not heard?
I think I'm accustomed to it at this point. No,
Well.
I'm sorry.
Your friend John woke up one morning with an ice dagger in his heart. The poor bastard's nothing but ash these days.
I kind of want to, like, after asking and, like, when this guy's talking, I want to gauge, like, anyone's reaction. How many, like, is it, like, a small group? Is it a bigger group? How many people
there's
am
like
I
four
kind
of them.
of addressing?
There's like
Four
four
of
of them sitting
Yeah,
there,
I'm just looking for any, like, facial changes or, like, any reaction to
Yeah, roll insight.
any of this.
I mean, they all just kind of seem a little stoic, like somebody else died in the Rime. It's a little odd the way he died, but they just kind of, it is what it is kind of expression. The one guy that you're talking to, he does seem a little, like, remorseful, You did say he was your friend, so he's like, sorry you had to hear about it like this, but make you all the way out here to find your friend is gone.
Does put a damper on the day. I was hoping to repay him the kindness. Or any of you close to him.
I mean, he worked on our boats and stuff. It's a small town. We all know each other pretty well. He was an alright guy. A little stingy, but not the worst crime.
Oh. I just kind of sit down at the table, looking, well, saddened. Disheartened.
Can you do like a performance or like a persuasion check?
Which, either or which one?
Do persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well. Yeah, all just kind of stoic and kind of finishing up their stew. What's everybody else doing?
Floof did not want to leave their stew unattended. So they're back at the other place, I think. Still.
Calder was trying to just look around the place, trying to find any sort of journals or anything like that.
No, I mean, you've pretty much uncovered everything that you're gonna find.
Well, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna pop on over to the Happy Scrimshander quick before we decide to move out.
Yeah, quick question. You was good with wood as you are bone when it comes to carbon?
No, not really. I've never really worked with wood. It's mostly just been bones, furs, and the like that.
Damn.
Though I did think about taking that carpenter's kit with me, because you never know.
Yeah. Wouldn't hurt.
Wager you're right. Guess wouldn't work. Calder will take the carpenter's kit.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and add the carpenter's kit to your inventory. Or carpenter's tools.
Jason Tail.
And then, yeah, I guess, do you guys leave, or? Hello, Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, I say we just head out.
Drag Floof away from their stew.
Well, okay. I will take one stew with me, and one can stay here in Dead Man House.
Vodka will scoop the floof and kind of like hold them so they can hold the bowl and eat while we walk.
Yes, okay, I have asked for you. Why always the food be water? Why?
Because, Floof, the fish are from the water.
No.
Perhaps if we ask Mr. Soulblade very nicely, he will make us some of the mousse. That is just the meat.
Meat is good.
You can chew it instead of drinking it.
And it go in bag better.
Yes, I believe it would go in a bag better.
Yes, it stay together. Okay.
Floof, you know, if you leave the soup out long enough, it'll freeze over and be solid, and then you can put it in your bag.
Oh God.
You can't eat ice. It not help you be full.
But this ice would be good because it's food ice.
No, it turned to ice.
But the fish is still in the ice.
Then how do you get out the fish from the ice?
Oh. Well, you could break the ice.
I think you do enough breaking of the ice for everybody, Mr. Montgomery.
What? I don't watch him break many ice.
Don't worry, Floof. We will get you meat that goes in your bag better.
Okay.
Alright, you guys arrive back at the lyre, and you see Shaltari sitting with a group of fishermen.
At this point, I would have liked to buy a round of drinks for them.
It's just water.
You're right. I forgot that.
Buy them a round of water.
Wish I could talk to you guys, but I'm just so bombed. It's just water. He hot glue outside before we came in.
But
Well,
is there anything
I
else that you
appreciate
guys
that.
wanted to do or ask around for, or you guys gonna just like get ready to head out?
Calder's going to the
Hollywood?
Happy Scrimshander.
Okay.
Yeah, Vodka will be ready to go whenever y'all are
Floof
ready.
also. Floof
Alright.
also ready.
I would only ask if they would. No, I would ask if they saw him the day before, like if anyone saw him before it happened, or if there was someone new in town at the time.
Yeah, you're not gonna get much more information than you already got from
Okay. Okay.
Donne.
Okay.
They'll kind of tell you the same story about the rumors that they had kind of heard, but nobody noticed anybody new in town. But he died in the middle of the night. Like they saw him one day, he went home, and then a couple days went by, nobody had seen him, and then they checked in on him, and he had been stabbed in the heart with a dagger made of ice.
Classy.
Well, I will find ways to pay my respects. Thank you all.
Well, we hope your luck turns around.
No, rejoin. Everybody else.
All right.
Hello.
The ramshackle. All right. Calder.
Hello.
Yes. No. Calder.
That's all.
So you head over to the Happy Scrimshander. It's a little shop facing the docks. It sells tools and scrimshandering tools, needles and knives, and a wide array of shapes and sizes, inks and rainbows of colors, and wax used to seal the engraving when it's done. The shop's owner is a doughy spinster of few words, named Eriskri Harrowhill.
Calder runs here. Oh, how are you now?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, not so bad.
Is
What are you? You
there-
just only have scrimshot in here, or will you happen to have anything for huntsmen, by chance?
Oh, I only sell the scrimshander stuff. Do we have plenty of goods, if that's what you're interested in?
Oh, I won't mind perusing. I'm a bit of a scrimshanderer myself.
Oh, it's a lovely trade.
Oh, that's great, especially when you can get out there into nature, actually collect your work, and then get to work on it underneath the starlit night.
Yes.
Of course, when
That
cold's not trying to bite at your bones.
Yes. It's all well and good as long as you come back, I suppose.
Well, it's the most anybody can hope for. Do they have anything that Calder doesn't already have with his scrimshaw tools?
I mean, you can restock up on inks and things like that, but...
Yeah, he'll probably do that then. Probably just make small conversation.
Yeah.
While
Throughout
doing
the
it.
course of conversation with you, you get the impression that she's a very kind of morose, kind of somber individual. She often talks about people she knew who are dead.
An energy vampire, Tanner. You could just say it out loud.
Like every story she has about... Like every story she has about somebody, eventually you find out that they're dead.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Rough
Oh,
stuff.
that's terrible. That's terrible.
Just holds you socially hostage.
Oof.
So you guys are back at the ramshackle for like 2 hours before Calder comes back looking just
Oh,
physically
no.
exhausted.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. How are you now?
Good. I found great place to hide soup.
Oh, that's great. That's good.
It's called
Oh, my goodness.
Pantry.
Pantry. You mean?
Pantry. Yes.
Sure, pantry. That's fine. I'm not gonna fight about that.
All right. You guys spend a couple
Calder
days.
clearly needs to go to sleep.
You guys will spend a couple days at the ramshackle to recover from the exhaustion you guys encountered while traveling through the heavy snow out of Lonelywood.
During the second day, I'd like to do some scrimshandering.
Sure, go for it.
Let's do... I'm gonna make the wolf claws and teeth into something, hopefully. Bloop!
Alright, those turn out much better than the garbage that you made earlier.
Yeah. Garbage that's hanging over our undead friend's face right now.
Listen, he said it was fine.
I'm gonna say that he made like a wolf tooth and claw like talisman like type necklace.
Okay. But yeah. So the morning of the 9th of Deep Winter, you guys wake feeling refreshed. The exhaustion that you guys had experienced in traveling through snow is gone. And it is
the nighttime.
Yeah.
Sorry. Calder, you're saying that you were doing some things with the wolf talon and whatnot. So if we are resting, I just want to take a little pause here for a second, and Vaka will take off. She has a necklace that she wears, and she will ask you what you think about it, and to potentially check for securing the feather on it and checking the leather potentially if you have the supplies for a new chain. And she will hand you a talisman that is around her neck, which is a very large owl bear feather and a owl bear claw.
Ooh. Is there any on it? Because he can speak giant.
There is not.
Tanner, would you like me to roll to appraise this, so to speak, scrimshaw tool again, or?
Go just roll intelligence.
Okay. Yeah.
So 12.
Seems. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty well made. You know, and you know of owl bears. You know they're not an easy thing to take a tooth from, or a claw. Was it a claw or a tooth?
It was a claw.
It was a claw. Yeah, you don't just walk up. You don't just walk up and take an owl bear's claw. That's
Please.
a mighty fine prize,
You just
and
asked.
it is the workmanship is very well done.
Yeah. So you see Collar's kind of looking at it, running his finger across the chain, checking the feather, and I'll be like, seems to be quite fine. It's a good prize you have here, there, Speaker. Not many can say they can take on an owlbear and live. He'll hand you back your necklace.
Yep, I'll kind of like touch the feather on it. Yeah. Well, it came with a heavy price. My boy has a feather just like it. He'd have to earn the claw on his own.
I'm assuming it's a rite of passage then.
No. Just a very bad day in the Rime.
Fair enough. Can Collar sense that you're hinting towards like a loss from that?
Oh yeah, heavy loss. Like the price she paid for it was great. And then do you cook some of this meat that we can take with us on our 2-day trek to this other place?
Oh yeah, he would have done that like on the first night.
Good.
But Calder would be like, well, a lot of folk lose a lot of loved ones out here. Never gets easier. But you can't let their ghost haunt you either. Sometimes you gotta just hope that they're at peace.
This winter needs to end.
I heard that. I miss hearing birds chirp. I miss the slight thaw that we get every now and again. Even the rarer chance of seeing fireflies on a lake. Miss not wearing 6 different layers of furs.
I don't mind that part so much. The walking is like bumbling at them. Okay, so we go.
Yeah, no, sorry. I just wanted to add that little bit in since he was fixing stuff and we had a day to
No, it's
relax.
good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after 2 days of rest at the or I guess you guys have renamed it the Moose Hole.
No,
The white moose. The white moose was the good. The white moose was the good name. The moose hole is what we went with.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've cleared out the lumber and stuff, and you guys leave your mummy and your bush friend to kind of maintain it while you're gone.
Its name is Bush Cassidy. It has a name.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you will
Bush
respect
Cassidy.
it. It's Bush Cassidy.
Bush Cassidy and the sun-dried kid.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Will take care of the moose hole in your absence. You guys get up on that from that second day. You get your provisions. You smoke that moose meat and make yourself some good rations. It is light snow today, 10 below. There's no wind, and there's the natural light of the twilight. You guys leave first thing in the morning. It takes 2 hours to get back to Tamerlane. If you want, you can push all the way through to Targos today, and then probably stay the night in Targos, and then head to Bremen in the morning if that's where you're headed.
Sounds good to me.
How many rations would you say we would get off of that moose, Tanner?
Oh,
did we want to go?
Plenty. Like I would say probably. I would say like 5 rations apiece.
Okay.
Are we going to Bremen, or did we say which way?
Did you want to go to Bremen or East Haven? Either way, you're gonna have to go to Targos first.
Yeah.
I figure we're probably gonna go to Bremen.
Alright.
Bremen is here. I will jump you guys over to the map.
I see the world map, Tanner.
Yeah, I'll jump you over there. All right.
Ouija.
So you guys are here in Lonelywood. You can get to Targos today if you just travel straight through and don't stop in Termalaine. And then East Haven is all the way over here.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Bremen is right here.
Okay. Yeah, if there's not a road to... Yeah, we might as well stop it.
Yeah,
Bremen,
I mean, if
since
you wanted to
we're
travel
already there.
straight to East Haven, you'd have to cut through the Dwarven Valley and the open tundra. And that is very dangerous.
Yeah,
I'd
alright.
probably
Let's
be
Let's
fast.
just be careful. Yeah.
Okay then, Bremen.
So we're at Targos or Brenchander?
You guys will go to Targos first, and then stay
And
back
that's
to Bremen.
the name of our first body.
What's up?
First,
And that's where the first body is in Targos?
no.
Bremen.
No. The
Oh,
first
Bremen.
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
it was Lonelywood, Bremen, and East Haven, where the 3 bodies were. So you guys just got done investigating the
Got it.
murder in Lonelywood. Now it's off to Bremen, I assume, right? Unless
Yes.
Yep.
you want to backtrack. Okay. All right.
Nope.
So it is good traveling weather, but it does take you all day traveling by foot to get to Targos. Let's jump over to the map of Targos. All right. All right. So Targos, like Brenchander, is encircled by large wooden walls, which help to protect the town against orcs and other threats from the wilderness. The wall extends out into the lake and creates a safe harbor for the town's boats, but due to the Rime, that harbor is completely frozen right at the moment. Many of Targos' boats are trapped in the ice, and fishers must drag their smaller vessels across that ice out into the unfrozen waters beyond the harbor wall. So, yeah. But this is the biggest city or the biggest town that you guys have been in thus far. It's hosts 1,000-ish people, and it is one of the towns that does the living sacrifices on the new moons. As you guys approach from this road to the south, it kind of you see the town long before you get to it, as you can see the walls kind of popping up out in the distance, and you guys have to kind of swing to the south and arrive at the city gates, which you guys get there before nightfall and the gates are open. As you guys are passing through the gates, however, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and show you the heraldry of the town.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yep. Floof is this is a very big, intimidating place, so I just am sort of hiding behind Vaka's hair mostly and
Yeah.
peeking around like
So
it's
as
a
you-
bush.
So as you guys walk in through these big gates, it opens up into the town. You can see people kind of going about. There seems to be a lot more life kind of in the walls. You feel a little sense of security walking through these walls and out of the tundra. As you trudge through town, snow crunching underneath your feet, you hear the bark of a dog over the whistle of the wind. A wolf-sized sled dog with a light gray fur runs toward you, dragging a broken leather harness behind it. And it runs straight at Calder and kind of barrels into you, Calder, and kind of knocks you down. But it doesn't seem hostile, it just seems friendly but scared.
Like to roll for animal handling, try to calm this dog down.
Sure.
Ugh.
Floof is a little poofy right now.
So yeah, as you're trying to like calm this dog down, it keeps kind of like grabbing at your like your sleeves and stuff, and like kind of pulling you in a direction.
All right. Calder will follow.
Sure.
You all
Calder.
follow Calder.
Yeah.
Calder. Wait, what?
He's got a tag on his neck that says Barbus.
Oh no! I'm stumbling into a Clavicus Vile quest. Damn.
Oh, I hope
Sweet
so.
new
Let's
mask
go.
in my future.
All right.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you see Calder starts to follow this dog. The rest of you kind of begrudgingly follow along. Excuse me.
Yes.
Oh, like a hiccup and a burp at the same time. It's my soul trying to escape. Get down there. I'm not done with you yet.
Let me out, please. It's so vile in here. There's so much grumpiness and hate.
It's so cold.
Disdain for people. Please, I just want to be happy and free.
Quiet, you.
Sorry.
So the dog leads you to a modest dwelling. Once it gets to the door, you see it begins to bark and scratch at the door. A couple moments later, the door opens. It's opened by a handsome man in his 30s, a human male. The dog races inside. As you see, he looks up at you and kind of smiles, and his smile like quickly fades, and he asks you all to come inside.
Well, most of the time.
I mean, I guess we go in.
How are you now? But okay.
Just sorry.
Hello.
It's, you found a boy. That's it's troubling. Please come inside. It's cold out. Thank you for returning my dog.
Oh, there was no return. He brought me to you.
Oh, well. Come in nonetheless.
Interesting.
Hello, I am Faloof.
Hello, Floof. I'm Keegan. Keegan Velrin. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay.
Just like race in.
Yes, well, I'm very intimidated by the dog, but I do scamper inside.
Yeah, once you guys kind of go inside, Keegan will close the door behind you. You see like a very modest home. It is much nicer than some of the places you've seen so far. And you see the dog kind of quickly goes under this dining table and just kind of lays down there. Keegan will kind of offer you guys to sit down at that same table. As you see, he pulls out a pitcher of what you can smell to be warm apple cider, and as he starts to fill some cups.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, that's...
And he says, "How did you come across boy? If I might ask."
We were walking through the gates, and then just heard the barks through the wind, and all of a sudden, I'm on the ground with boy on my chest.
And there
Then he started yanking at my sleeve when I tried to calm him down and let us hear.
And there wasn't a man with him?
Not that we could see.
As you say that, you see just a look of like worry kind of washes over his face.
Oh no.
Yeah, I noticed there was a harness on the dog.
He is my husband's sled dog, Garrett. He's a survivalist himself. He's often takes people out into the tundra as a guide. He recently took a few people out to the Karen, the Crane. What's it called? Sorry.
Karen?
The crayon.
The Karen, I think,
the
is...
Karen.
Like
Calvin's
Karen?
Calvin's Karen.
Yeah,
Calvin's Cairn. It's kind of that mountain at the north end of the Dwarven Valley.
Mhm.
That was a few days ago. He hasn't returned. And now that Boy's here, he's not. He just kind of sits down.
I say that's some distance for one dog to run.
It is.
Thought I.
It is. A few days ago, Garrett was hired by some adventurers to lead them up to the slopes of Calvin's Cairn. Garrett's plan was to take the adventurers to Caer Konig, the town at the foot of the cairn. After they acquired some climbing gear from the outfitter there, he was to head them up the mountain. Garrett took 6 dogs and the sled with him. Boy here was Garrett's favorite, and he kind of reaches down and pats the dog on the head. Raised him up from a pup. Boy would never leave Garrett's side, not unless something was terribly wrong.
I thought I noticed the sleepless nights twinkling. There's an incredible sense of loyalty in this dog.
Aye.
Well, where are we going?
Take it, you see it in the stars there, Mr. Shaltari.
Did you not?
Yeah. Most stuff I see is in a dream most of the time.
No, I will show you on the way. Keegan, was it? How did we
Yes.
get there?
Well, the most direct route is to cut straight across the tundra. Wait, are you going? I've only just met. That's quite the burden to put on somebody. I mean, I appreciate it. I won't stop you, but
I'm simply following.
The question isn't whether or not stop us, it's whether or not pay. Hate to be that kind of guy, but obviously there's danger on the other end of this trip.
Well, I'm simply being.
hold on
I'm
a
simply
second.
going
Hold
where
on.
I'm told.
Hold up. The stream died again.
I don't know if it's dead, but we're
I'm holding on.
experiencing a hiccup.
I
Is
think
the
we're good.
stream's soul also trying to leave?
I think we're good.
I'm sure.
The stream says not dead.
Yeah, I think we're good. It lagged a bit, and Travis's voice went like super robot. So, but you said something about it's
Auto tune.
It's not whether or not we're going; it's whether or not you're paying. Is that what you said?
Yep.
That's not okay.
Yeah. Keegan just says like, I don't have much in the way of money, but I'm sure I could find something of value here.
Likewise.
Oh. Just don't sell us an inn. We already got one.
Well, I know the current keeper at the inn. I could get you free lodging. I'm a scrimshander by trade. I can give you some of my work. It's not worth much, I must confess.
Oh, come now. A friend of mine once said, we're all our own worst critics.
Well, That's kind.
Any chance I could get like a mask, but like a good one?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna get like real fuck you look from Calder. Like,
It was a high stress situation.
see if I feed you out the snow there, Mr. Montgomery.
Flash it for I'm sure you'll feed me.
Says the man just somebody who's over his mouth.
Hold on, we're lagging out really bad.
So,
No.
We're lagging
No.
out super hard.
Close to the. Why?
Like,
Hmm.
when we continue our
Connor and
quest to not find
we're
murderer.
about to fight or kiss. I'm not sure.
Now, Cat.
Can you guys hear my cat?
Yeah, no, I got him.
Okay, I think
Cat's
that
too
fixed
loud.
it.
He's so loud.
Alright. I think that fixed it. Okay.
What'd you do?
Magic
Oh, okay.
Hey.
on my.
Cool.
Alright. So, you asked if you could get a mask that doesn't look like garbage. He says
think-
he can try.
Then, like I said, Calder gives Monty a real fuck you look. And just says, see if I feed you out there in the wilderness.
Oh,
Mr.
you'll feed
Montgomery.
me. I'm just joking with you, bud.
It is a little bit past 8. So, yeah, I actually think this might be a good time to call it.
Oh, man.
New city, who dis?
New quest, who dis?
New
Alright.
quest, who dis? We're never gonna solve that last one.
Oh. Well,
Playing to my RPG strengths of not doing main quests, all
Yeah,
side
yeah.
quests.
All side quests.
Mm-hmm.
guys, that's the strat. You do all the side quests, you get all the super gear and items. We're gonna
Then you
blow the
laugh in that
final
dragon's
boss. We're gonna
face.
blow the final boss out of the fucking water. Joke's on you, Tanner.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
that's the plan. I'm just gonna throw every single quest at you that's optional and just level up so hard. You won't just beat the Frostmaiden, you'll become the Frostmaiden.
No, what have I become?
We
Thing you
we
sought to
lived
destroy. You
we lived
became-
long enough. No.
Frostmaiden, like, who taught you this? And we'd be like, we learned it from you.